And he genuinely was impressed. It's very clear that he really got a kick out of these people. He understood what they were doing and he liked it. He watched the season. I got an interview with him eventually. In fact, I told all the staff members too. I said, "Hey, I'm going to interview you guys. I'm not affiliated with anybody, and but I just thought it'd be neat to film this and then post it online. So because a lot of these people they're not going to see, their likeness is not going to make the TV channel, but here they'll be famous in their own way. They will have some fame, and it's something that they can show their friends. So that's the real reason why I did that, and." And to some people I was able to tell them, but most I wasn't able to. But everybody, when I mentioned it, everybody was, they liked the idea. So I just hope I don't get any hate mail from Sci Fi saying you need to take this down. And actually, if they did challenge me to take it down, could I hide or could YouTube harbor me? But then they wouldn't let me on the show. So if they accept me, of course they probably won't let me on the show anyways. Then, but what I'm hoping is that I would like to get on the show. Some of the people there, they were like, what? Even if I don't make it, I am glad I'm here. I'm glad I could do that. I'm glad that somebody could see me, and somebody understands what I'm here for. And they can appreciate what I'm doing. Some of the guys, and after a while, I started realizing, and this is while we're still waiting behind the screen, the stage, and I said, what, really, it's whoever has the best stage presence. Whoever can go out there and present themselves and like work the crowd, get people excited, that sort of thing. If you can do that, that's what will win. That's what will get you on the show. I mean, and in all fairness, I understand that because you can't have a show manned by non-personalities, by people who they have just no stage presence or poor stage presence. People who can perform. And there was this one guy who had the contacts in. That guy, he was a good performer, and even my buddy Nate remarked that. He said when he got on the mic, everybody heard him. So should have been louder. But so I mean, for that guy with the contacts, he should make it in. There was a guy too, or a guy one behind me, who when you look at the guy, you'd think, oh, all right, he's a chubby nerd guy with glasses, and he started talking about himself and his story, and he said, this is a character that's based off of something I'm writing, but it's based off of my own life. And like, okay, and he told the story, which when you see it, you're going to be like, wow, because everybody was impressed. Everybody like, this guy. If anything, he's the next Feedback in some ways, but he's a guy that'll make it. Just a very impressed story. And there's another guy. He started getting a little upset, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, do you want me to take this out?" Like, actually, I would like it if you did. It's funny. The guy didn't realize he started choking up. And I asked him. I said, "Hey, if you want, I can post that on YouTube or not." And he said, he thought about it. Like, I was. And I was like, yeah. So he said, no, don't put it on there, please. So okay. So I'll probably post it for private and send it to him. Or the whole thing in private and send it to him. Or send him the link if he gets a hold of me. There's an easy way to do that. Let's see. But it took a long time. And after a while, while we're in the little hallway, I finally, because we kept talking about stuff, and the guy was just laying down the guidelines and the rules and what he wanted or what he was hoping for and what people wanted, and really he was explaining a lot of things. The other thing, little explanation about really what's it's hard to explain because it's so loud at some places. There's this little understanding of what is going on, how the whole application process is working out, and the guy was able to explain some, so that was good. But a lot of people were getting pretty worn out, pretty tired, and especially in this, hot in their outfits. And I finally said, "Hey, I think we really, we started going through the line. I was like, you should get people that need to go first." So he started doing it. So he did that. I felt, I apologize to the guy. I said, I hope I'm not stepping on your toes. I studied some journalism, so I'm just trying to help you out because we're doing the interviews. I'd throw in something here and there, but most of it I just kept quiet and listened because It was neat seeing the interview process from behind the camera, from the guy's perspective, and then it's Christian as well. And I was like, wow, you guys got amazing mic skills. So, so interviewed everybody one-on-one. Did a little shout out, then he did the thing, and I recorded all of that. And not to show how it's done, but in some ways you can see how it's done. But also, because it's these people's moments of fame. They deserve it. Because some of them, they probably won't make it. They won't even make a video bite. And others, you may see their face, but who are they? Who was this guy? What was this thing? So, and then there's a website, of all the applicants and stuff like that. But I figured, this is some actual video. You can see and listen to the guy, and get, and if anything, get a better sense of the person too. And as like I said, I think in some cases, what's going to impress the producers is, they want people who can think, and they want people who have personality. So if you can, if you have that, if you're able to display that, that's what will impress them. And me and my buddy afterwards were like, it's this one guy. He had such a good costume. It was obvious he put so much effort into it, and we were impressed. And we're like, yeah, we like what this guy did, and but he just couldn't speak. So I mean, it's a shame, but he put so much effort into it, and it's just. Body is not capable as the mind was willing. So, I joked around. I said, well, I'm just waiting for somebody to say, well, you got a face made for radio. And what also surprised the guys, especially the staff, was said, you guys are a really nice group. With each other, you guys don't even know each other, but you're all just so positive, and you're all and you're helping each other, and that's what my buddy Nate remarked about as well. Is that he said, it's amazing that you guys are contestants, but you're all helping each other, and I was like, well, because we're all heroes, we're all people who we look out for other people. Isn't that the definition of a hero? Somebody looks out for somebody else, or helps out somebody else, and for myself, I think that if I did make it onto the show, for whatever crazy reason, I would love it. For one thing, it'd be a nice thing. But I think I would. The first thing, as soon as we walked into the mansion or whatever, the lair is, I'd say, all right, well, what is the dirtiest, foulest job that nobody wants here? I'll do it. And when everybody looks at me and says, well, why? Why would why are you saying that? And I say, well, I'm the least interesting character here. I've already proven the point that, by them accepting me, it's like, it proves that, hey, anybody could, be in the company of heroes, of superheroes in some ways. But like anybody, they could step forward and be recognized as somebody deserving of respect and deserving of this, this title of superhero. And that's the thing. I didn't want to use superhero. I wanted to use hero the whole day. I should have. I was just a little nervous, but I'm hoping that, if anything, that they kind of recognize that. I said, as soon as I get in front of the camera, I'm a little nervous. Especially with all those people, and I realized, he was recording this. This is important, But I forced myself. I kept talking, was loud enough, let the personality display. And then after that, the coming down, the release from that. So I started singing and dancing, behind the stage, And everybody got a kick out of that. They're pretty happy. But so what I'm saying is that I would just, say, when they ask me why I would ask for the dirtiest job in the lair, I would say because I don't expect to last. That I don't have what the producers would want. The producers want people with flash, people with personality. I'll have personality. I'll be interacting with people, but when it comes to the point of like, all right, well, here's your mission,